Kitchen with Dr. Nicole featuring desert tortoises. So this little guy is a tortoise that my friend Christy brought in for us to learn about tortoises today, which was really sweet of her. So desert tortoises, as their name implies, come from desert regions. So here in the United States, that's going to be the southwestern part of the United States. They can also live in Mexico. And so they're really cool in that animals that live in the desert can handle really extreme temperature differences. So it can be even like 140 degrees outside and these guys will do okay. And it can drop to below freezing in the winter time and sometimes at night. So what these guys do to deal with that temperature change is they have the ability to dig these big burrows underneath the sand and the soil, and that can help them regulate their temperature. It can help them stay warm. In the winter time, they do something called brumation, which is like hibernation in animals and mammals. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard about bears hibernating in the winter, where they kind of sleep through the winter. And that's what these guys can do. In the winter time, they'll just sleep in their burrows and they can stay there throughout the winter, and it helps them regulate their temperature and keep them safe when those temperatures are too cold for them. The other thing is that in the winter time, food is a bit scarce and water's scarce, so basically their metabolism just kind of drops, so it's so slow that they can still survive, but they kind of sleep through that period of the year. And then they come out again and get their food in the springtime like normal. So they're pretty cool animals. They have these awesome feet that like these flat kind of feet with these little kind of spikes right here to help them dig really deep in the soil, which is awesome. And they're herbivores. So that basically means they eat plants only. So they eat grasses, they eat herbs, they eat wildflowers. They'll eat cactuses, so very young cacti. Isn't that cool? Can you imagine eating a cactus? I can't. That's pretty cool. They can also eat soil and little rocks sometimes, and that just helps them, A, with their digestion, but B, it gives them extra calcium, so they do need a lot of calcium. So that can be normal for them if they do ingest a little bit of soil or little stones. The other really interesting thing about them is they can live to be 50 to 80 years old. Isn't that crazy? So this one right here, he's 7 years old. So he actually may outlive me. He may live longer than I do. So sometimes what people do when they have animals like this that live that long is they may actually put them in their wills. So that way, if the animal outlives them, then it's said in the will who's going to take care of them and they're provided for. So definitely if you were ever going to get a tortoise species like this, you'd really have to talk to your family because this is a really long-term commitment. I mean, seriously, the tortoise could outlive people in your family, so you need to make sure that you want to take care of a tortoise for the rest of your life if you're going to get one of these, since they do live so long. Now, that being said, these ones are threatened in part of the United States, so it's definitely illegal to take them out of the wild. It's illegal to cross state boundaries with them. So most of the time for this species in particular, you'd be looking at like a tortoise rescue and places like that if you were going to get an animal like this. But they are really cool animals. They're cold-blooded, so that word ectothermic we learned before, which is a characteristic of reptiles. And that's pretty much it. They're very cool, unique animals who live a long time and can handle extreme temperatures. And they're a lot of fun and really sweet. This guy's awesome. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.